Nancy, you are on. This is the Shew Family Hangout, August 7th, 2015. Nancy's up.
Hello. This'll be short because there's not too much going on that I can think of. Everybody's doing the same thing. You know, John's doing schoolwork. I'm doing edits. Although I did a job, I actually got a paying job from somebody that I critiqued before, and he had a manuscript he wanted me to go over, and so I went through it and you know, gave him some commentary and cleaned up some stuff, and it's pretty cool that he approached me. You know, he said, "Would you, do you do that?" And I said, "Well, I can. I've been doing it for free for 3 years, you know." So it was pretty cool, and he's pretty excited about finding where he can maybe send it to submit. So I'm going to help him with that. Some of the people that I know, and that's pretty much it for. I can't think. Oh, Connor started his online job, which is good, and they're almost done with their series. It's pretty funny. There's it's different, their show. I like it a lot, but they're my kids, so anyway. But it's a good show. It's funny, and so they're almost done with that. And I keep thinking of this one memory thing, and I wanted to ask Mom. You guys probably remember whenever I knew we were going to have company because Mom would be scrubbing the tub. And I don't know why that keeps coming to my mind, because I'm like, why the tub? Why was that like a priority? Somebody's coming over, I have to scrub the tub. So I always wanted to ask Mom that. So when it's Mom's turn, maybe she can address the tub scrubbing company thing. That's the only memory that I really.
I just brought Mom in. Go ahead, Mom. You can say why you scrub the tub.
Oh, you want me to go?
No, just say why you scrub the tub.
I don't remember the tub as much as I do the cleaning the toilets.
Yeah, but for me
that makes sense.
Yeah, but for me it was just the tub. If I saw you, quickly scrubbing the tub, I knew we were having company.
I'm trying to visualize the bathroom, and I can't.
Oh, really?
You had one upstairs. I can visualize that. A shower.
Yeah,
a shower.
It didn't work though. Remember, we couldn't use the shower.
No, it didn't work ever.
Yeah, it leaked.
So what did the bathroom look like? I can't think.
The bathroom downstairs? Well, came in, the bathtub was on the left, sink and the toilet were on the right, and then the little closet was across from the toilet, the little place where you kept all your stuff.
Yeah, towels and cosmetics and stuff.
You don't remember that, Mom? Wow.
No.
You lived there. How can you not remember?
I got a picture.
Okay, I remember the kitchen, and then there was. Oh, now it's.
Yeah, in the hallway, across from the basement door. Yeah, there you go. These are all memories.
But I don't remember it.
Oh, Linda, I'm bringing Linda in. Linda, you're on.
Wasn't there a picture on the wall? Was it our bathroom? And they had the picture of the little stick figure waiting outside the door and say, "You never know who's outside waiting to go."
No, that was the grandparents.
Grandma rights.
Grandma rights. Yeah, and up on, well, I guess we're going to have a free-for-all memory session here for a minute. I remember, do you guys remember the sign that was it was either the outhouse or the bathroom and up on the hill?
Go away, this ain't your hive.
Go away, this ain't your hive.
This ain't your hive. Go away, B, this ain't your hive.
What did it say?
A little kid
said, "Go away, B, this ain't your hive."
Yeah.
What?
We all remember that. You don't remember that, Mom? Oh, well.
Dad, you must remember that. Dad must remember that one.
Dad, you remember that? Up on the hill.
On the hill.
Up on the hill.
On the hill.
The bathroom had a picture.
Was it the outhouse?
No, it was in Dryden, the Dryden house in the bathroom.
Yes.
Oh, Dryden.
Yeah.
Oh, they brought it there from up on the hill.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
what did it say?
It said, "Go away, bee. This ain't yo hive."
Oh, go away, bee. This ain't your hive. You remember that?
No.
We all do.
Yeah.
You guys got better memories than we have.
We have to be the torch bearers for such important memories.
Yeah, very, very good.
Oh, wait, this ain't.
All right,
Well,
so I'm
speaking
muting.
about,
Wait a minute.
speaking about-
We're doing the check-in, Mom. Hang on.
okay.
Nancy, are you done, Nancy?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. I'm going to go next. All right. Nancy, everybody's muted. Okay. After that brief moment of insanity about the bee in the hive. Hey, it's me. It's Charlie. I'm in Putney, Vermont, and we just went to Bonnie's actually inside doing a session with our medical intuitive named Miriam Wolf. She's very, very good. And last week I talked about the guy we were going to see who was an author, but he wrote a different book than I thought. He didn't write Wheat Belly or Grain Brain, which are the two books that he has sitting there. But in the middle, kind of dog-eared old book that he wrote is called Fitness for Life. He's Dr. Arnold, Arnould. And he's kind of famous. That's who we're going to. We're going to him later today for our second session. So we're doing a whole bunch of body stuff, which actually kind of makes sense right now after getting my wisdom teeth out and, you know, rounding the corner to 60. You know, after I'm looking down the barrel of that gun, it's time to like kind of take stock and get things moving, you know. And I also alluded last week or the week before, or whatever, whenever I did, about working with Chris Devine, who used to work with Richie Blackmore, and we've been digging in really hard. I've completely reconfigured my whole studio. I've got a big screen monitor now for doing video work, and all kinds of different sounds I've been working on for the last week. So I've been really, really deeply entrenched in getting that transition to happen. So hopefully when somebody looks back on this in 5 years, they'll go, oh, yeah, that's when he started doing that film scoring thing and all the, yeah, he's really famous now. Wow, that's when he started, you know. So that's, yeah, like going crazy and ripping my whole scene apart. Let's see, what else is going on? That's the main thing that's going on. And I just shared a memory, go away, bee, this ain't your hive, with a bee swinging around and a little kid sitting on a pot. You know, and that was when I remember that because it was sitting there in the bathroom up on the hill first, and then at Grandma Shew's house. And I also, we've talked about, I think, in the past about Grandma Shew and the weekly dinners we used to have, like the spaghetti dinners. I think it was Wednesday nights. We'd go, it was either Wednesday or Sundays. We'd go and have, oftentimes, and it was the angel hair pasta that she made, with little mushrooms in it. That I always loved, and chicken and biscuits, right, with the gravy. She'd make that too, and usually apple pie with the store cheese, which we've all talked about many times. What kind of cheese is this? Store cheese. We're like, oh. And then you go into the store and you're like, where's the store cheese? It doesn't say store on it, you know. Remember that? Nancy's laughing. Yes, of course you remember that. Mom, get us some store cheese. What's the store cheese? You know, we were all kind of confused. Oh, Eileen wants to say something. Okay, she's on.
Since you mentioned pie, I have to share this about Grandma Shew, because she'd make this Mrs. Smith's pie she would use Mrs. Smith's pie sometimes. She did. And
I thought it was always homemade. You just burst my whole bubble.
She used Mrs. Smith, and I said to her, how do they get the edges so even, the crimped edges? And she said, Mrs. Smith must use her dentures. Which I thought was so witty and right off the cuff. So I had to share that. You can mute me now.
Okay, all right. Well, then I will go to another memory that was brought back by Louis C.K. on his show when he did an episode of him and his daughters going to the great aunt, whatever, who was really, really, really old, and I think Eileen's nodding. She knows this. So she says, "Do you want a snack? how about some nigger toes, right? And then the little girls are like, what did you say? And then I was remembering, and I said, turned to Bonnie and said, yeah, my grandmother used to call them that too. And I think you guys remember, right? That Grandma Shew would call them nigger toes. And she always, you know, well, I won't go deeper into that, but that was that generation. A lot of people call them that, just like off the cuff, you know, like, oh yeah, that's what those are. You know? That's a funny memory, right? Haha. Anyhow, so for future generations, they'll look in on this and go, really? She said that? Well, yeah, different time. Anyway, Nancy and I went. Linda, Eileen, Linda. Okay, Linda Pinda, you are on, dear.
Okay. All right. Well, so I'm going to put myself big so I can see what I'm doing, so I don't make any stupid faces like this one. Anyway, I don't have anything to report except that today is a big day for me because my book just came out on Amazon as an ebook. So that is pretty exciting. So if any of you in the far distant future would like to order the book and it's still on Amazon after, you know, all this time, it's called A Firefly Life. And it's a YA book, though I think I'm going to use a off-the-cuff review that Kelly gave it years ago when she read the manuscript. She said, you know, it's kind of like Wonder Years for girls. So anybody there in the future knows what Wonder Years was. It was a great TV show about a boy and his issues inside his head, you know, just trying to become an older boy. So it's kind of like that for this girl. So I had an awful lot of fun writing it. So that's my big news. And other than that, we're just, you know, kind of treading water here, you know, trying to get by, working real hard. And I love my job. And I'm very happy to be going back to school in about, I guess it's like 3 weeks from now. I'll start seeing teachers again. And the kids are great. I'm having Catherine's coming by herself. Remember when Grandma Grape would have us come one at a time, and we just had that one-on-one, just us and Grandma? How special that was. So I'm going to do that this year with Catherine and then Kaylin, one at a time for the first time. And I think they're both kind of like, this is going to be weird because they're always together. I mean, Catherine literally doesn't say much using the word I and me. It's always us. So she really relates to herself as part of this team up there in the picture, you know, and so she's the one who seems to be the most insecure about coming by herself. So we'll see how that goes. It should be interesting. I'm really looking forward to like diving into each child individually and getting that relationship, that special one-on-one thing going with them. You know, in an ideal world, I would leave a piece of me here and I would go and be in Iowa like a lot for them, but it's not in the cards. But it's kind of interesting thinking about where are we going to end up, and I just know I want to be somewhere near those kids. So, Catherine and Kaylin, if you're listening to this now and you're all grown up, I love you. And that's all I have, really. Oh, one more thing. Julie has been doing this really quirky, funny alter ego thing on Instagram and Facebook called Lowell Rivers, and I love it. Apparently, I'm not supposed to say anything about that. So catch that during the edits, Charlie.
We didn't hear it. We didn't hear that. So there you go.
In the background, she said no. So like, okay.
All right.
So take it out.
Eileen.
Okay, it's me.
It's you.
I don't have anything major to report. I went to Kinky Boots last night with Heather and her mom, Kathy, from Ohio, who's a really cool, like a farm wife lady. And she's just really earthy and solid, and I really enjoyed the two of them, and it was really a fun. Have you seen it, Charlie? Did you see Kinky Boots? No. It's really very good. I was surprised at how good it was. It was excellent. So that was good. And I'm still really enjoying slowing down. I'm having the best time. And what I'm finding that I'm doing more than anything is listening to what people have to say without thinking about what I have to do now. You know, so I'm with them. And it's been really wonderful for me to really just immerse myself in someone I'm talking to and really be there completely and not be twirling back here about what do I have to do next, which is really great. I'm loving that. And I think that it's having an effect on, my relationships with people. I think they're getting slowly, maybe people can tell when you're really there and when you're kind of half there and half somewhere else. So that's really been the most important thing for me lately. In terms of memory, I keep thinking about those coquinas. Do you remember the coquinas? And it was on the Atlantic Ocean, Fairwinds? Was that where it was? Yes.
Yeah,
we would go out and dig up these coquinas, and they were really beautiful little tiny pastel colored, shells. And somebody made coquina soup. Do you remember that?
Mom did.
Mom did.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ate it, but was it good? Did anybody eat it? Because I'm
bringing everybody in.
What?
It was on the Gulf, not the Atlantic, though, right?
It was on the Gulf?
No,
No,
I don't know.
it was a lake.
No,
It was an inland
yeah,
lake.
Fairwinds was the Gulf, right?
I thought it was the Atlantic. No.
No.
It was an inland lake. It was,
No, but we were on the ocean. We would go to the ocean.
Yeah, we were.
Yes.
That
The
was
Gulf of
It
Mexico.
wasn't Fairwinds. Maybe it was a different place, but we were very young, and we had this place right on the ocean. We would go out, and sometimes the waves were big, and we
Fairwinds.
Dad's saying Fairwinds, and I agree.
Yeah,
That was on an
Fairwinds.
inland lake.
Dad used to walk way out, and you could see just his upper legs because of the sandbar.
No, it was on the Gulf of Mexico.
It was on the Gulf of Mexico? Okay,
Yeah.
and there was like a place up the street on the ocean where they had wild birds or something, peacocks. They were making all the noises. I remember that. I loved that place.
Yeah.
I thought it was magic. I really loved it.
Yes.
And the coquinas, and that orange blossom perfume.
Yeah.
And the saltwater taffy. We used to get these boxes of saltwater taffy, and they'd have this little tiny bottle of orange blossom perfume in the middle.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I mean, that really was a huge memory for me. So I wanted to share that.
Do you remember the time that my chocolates went into the ocean?
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah.
I thought it was saltwater taffy, and we were all laughing because the saltwater taffy fell in the ocean.
Well, I think there was
it
probably
saltwater taffy or chocolates?
It was chocolates, but I think there was some taffy in there.
Oh.
And the only thing I saved was the orange blossom perfume.
Right, I remember that. God, that was great. I wish I had saved one of those. I have these little boxes all over the place with little mementos in it, but I didn't manage to save one of those, and I would love to get my hands on some orange blossom perfume. I really would, because it would be
I'll
so
see if I
exciting
can.
to smell it. To smell it again would bring it all back.
Yeah, yep, definitely, it would.
Am I on?
You're on, Mom. I'm muting everybody.
Okay.
Oops.
Perfume around
Sorry.
here.
I muted you. Go ahead. Start again, Mom.
You muted me. I don't think I could get any orange blossom perfume here. So we should have thought of it when we were in Florida, for heaven's sakes. Wouldn't it be great to go to Fairwinds or someplace on the Gulf of Mexico, near St. Pete, Tampa, preferably Tarpon Springs, which I love. Yeah.
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 I have a thing about it, Nancy, for the birds. You had mentioned in the birdhouse, and I remember the time when Nancy was in there and chewing the birds out.
Where?
Away from the
Where?
birdhouse. this Eileen mentioned the birdhouse.
Where the flamingos were?
What?
What?
Where the flamingos were? Is that what you're talking about?
What?
Flamingos. Where the
Was
flamingos?
that what Eileen said? Flamingos or Eileen? You're back in.
Peacocks.
Oh, peacock.
The peacocks, they made that loud noise. That
Oh.
They had other birds there too, probably.
Okay.
I just remember hearing the peacocks. But
Okay.
Well, I think we took you to a place where there were birds. It was like an underground, sunken gardens, they called it, in
gardens.
St. Petersburg.
Yes.
Sunken gardens.
And Nancy said, spiritually off the birds.
Do you remember that, Nancy?
How do I get out of the birdhouse?
Just vaguely, yes, being upset by birds.
Bugsy, I recall that Charlie said Bugsy, don't drop him on his nose. I said it's already flattened.
It's already flattened. That's
And
your memory?
the Bugsy, the night that I brought him home, I bought him on a very cold night, and I would
had him in your pocket.
oh no, I had him inside my jacket, and all the way home, and he felt my heartbeat, and I think he was convinced he was back in the womb because he followed me around like his mama.
And Bugsy loved you.
Oh, yeah.
So he thinks that's the reason. I don't have that pleasant memories of Bugsy when he was old, because I remember he had problems with his bowels, and he'd go in the living room and leave a whole little circle of turds. And guess who had to clean it up? Me. Was that after you kids had left? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Do you remember it? The turds? And then when he was in the basement, same thing. Oh. Dad would like to have a dog now, and they do have dogs in here, but guess who would take care of it? So I guess the lady next door, or 2 doors down, has a cat, and a couple of times she doesn't let it out. She's got a big sign and says, "Watch out, do not let the cat out." And so the other day I was talking to another lady outside the door, and Joyce, that's her name, said, "You have to come in so the cat can see who you are." So we went in and said hi to the cat. That sounds like you, Nancy. This week we had 2 different aides, and one of them is excellent. She's more organized. If all of them had been like she is, she is, it would have been great.
Okay.
But I'm still having problems with Comfort Keepers. You know, they're the agency, and the insurance. And the agency says they owe $2,000. And she sent me a whole listing. And what was I going to say? Oh, then she sent me a note and said they owe $2,000. We're going to send you the bills. So they sent me a bill, but that won't work because the insurance agency has to have a documentation of each time somebody comes. Dad has to sign it, and I mean it's just a. And so when we get that settled, I think we're going to stop with them because we know at least one or two aides that work on the side that we could get when we want them. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and Dad, unfortunately, had a meeting with the doctor, and he did a blood test. And they called us and said that he's anemic, which we knew, and his white blood count is not where it is, too high. His calcium is down. So he's got to go on Monday to the hospital. This was a blood test that was taken at the doctor's office. He has to go to the hospital for more extensive blood work. And also they're going to check his swallowing because he doesn't really choke, but he has problems,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're doing on Monday. You look so concerned. Yeah, that's okay. So he gave him something in place of the Imodium, which is at the moment is working better.
Yes.
So he's not getting all that diarrhea.
Good.
I forgot what he said. It was also used for something else, but the doctor thought he'd try this.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's working so far.
Well, do they know what causes the white cells? Usually that's if there's an infection.
right. No,
The
they
white
don't.
cells are up.
Let's
Okay.
let's go offline for that kind of stuff. So let's say goodbye for now. Till next week.
Okay.
But everybody, stay on the line. We're just stopping the recording.
Bye.